back.
You thought we were never going to be on TV again, but
And we're back.
But we are. We're sorry that you have to suffer through it again. But here we are. And look, Ashley Cranford is on the couch.
Thank you.
She's here for lots of reasons, but she's here right now because we're going to talk about Star Wars! Should we start off by telling everybody first? We did not see Star Wars before you guys. We made that entire thing up. All of our pre-review of Star Wars full of spoilers was completely made up. We didn't know that we were kind of close on some of those things. So you have our apology for spoiling Star Wars for you, even though we just made it up. That being said, wait till we review the next one. It will be made up also. But now that the movie's been out and it's been seen, about 1 billion times?
Maybe so. Maybe a little bit more.
I think we can talk about it now, because if you haven't...
Is it the highest grossing movie?
It is the highest grossing movie.
So it made it that far, okay.
Yes, so...
Are you talking about The Boy? Didn't make it above Star Wars? Are you serious?
No, not yet.
Oh.
There's still time.
Okay.
It only came out.
You mean upscale Chucky?
What?
No, it's different
Oh,
than
no.
Chucky. But we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about Star Wars. The new Star Wars movie. Because Star Wars. If you haven't seen it by now, it's because you don't want to see it. So,
What losers?
too bad if we spoil it for you. So, Steve, what's the one big thing we should say everybody already knows?
The one big thing that we should
Yes.
say about this new Star Wars, I don't know. What is the one big thing that we
Han Solo dies.
It's not dead.
But maybe not.
There's no
I
body.
don't know. Didn't necessarily see where
There's
the
no
body
body.
goes. Yeah.
This theory has been debated. There's no body. But I'm like, he had a hole ran through him with a lightsaber and he fell into, 900,000 feet and then the planet exploded.
He's been through worse.
Maybe.
He's been through worse. He can handle that.
Because let me tell you, on the IMDb website, Harrison Ford is listed as being in the next Star Wars movie. So it's either a flashback or...
You never know.
He's not dead. I told you. He's not dead.
Now, Captain Phasma, she was evidently thrown into a trash compactor, and we assume she got out and got on a shuttle and escaped.
Maybe.
As far as we know.
She's also listed on the IMDb website as being in the next movie, and she has said in interviews that she is going to be in the next movie.
Dun.
So possibly, Han Solo got sucked into one of the trash pits, kind of like Luke Skywalker did. Phasma was in there. She gets out, drags Han with her.
There you go.
Yeah, and now he's a prisoner of the stormtroopers.
Fantastic.
Now there's a rescue mission.
All too easy.
We don't know. I like to think he's dead because he got a
The
hero's
whole thing
death.
worked out.
Yeah, but he got the hero's death. Let him rest in peace. Let him rip.
Or pieces. Sorry.
I think the only reason they bring him back is
It's not
just
Darth Maul.
right.
That's not pieces. It's
I think they may bring him back
You
just
never know.
so he can say "I love you" to Princess Leia, and she can say "I know," and then they can kill him.
I mean,
again.
it's a lightsaber.
Oh my gosh.
It's a lightsaber wound. It's
I don't think I can handle
self-cauterizing.
that. I was like,
But she has to say it in Spanish. Lo sé.
no, I'm like,
All right, what was your favorite part of the new Star Wars movie?
okay, I had a lot, but the most, one scene that, really influenced me the most was when Han Solo died, because...
Did you cry?
I did cry.
The theaters were very dusty.
Like, oh, really much. There was a lot of dust. I think I got some popcorn in my eye, maybe a Skittle. I don't really know what happened.
Yeah.
But I was crying, and I was like, my makeup, oh my gosh, what's happening?
My
I'm
makeup,
leaking.
too.
I was like, I'm not crying, I
I'm
promise.
just cringing from the thought of having a Skittle in your eye.
Yeah.
Through half the movie, I kept going, there's a lot of dust in this theater.
I
don't
know.
understand.
I was like, we should clean this more.
It was so full of nostalgia. I mean,
yeah.
like when the thing with the stuff and the
And the what?
Millennium Falcon shoots across the desert, and I'm like, it's even dusty because of the Millennium Falcon.
Okay, you gotta admit, that gave me goosebumps. I was like, yes.
And then when Han and Leia embrace, you're like, oh, it's so dusty. And then when Han dies, it's like, I need some pills, the allergies.
Ugh.
And then
It was like, where's all my napkins? I
and then
ran out
at
of
the
napkins.
end, when Rey sees Luke and holds out the lightsaber, and he turns and he's got that, like, you know, Keep America Clean Indian chief tear. You have to be old to know what I'm talking
Iron Eyes
about.
Cody.
Yeah. And he's got that tear. I was like, that's it, I gotta get out of here. My allergies are killing me. I was like, I'm just gonna have to sit through all the credits until I get straight to go out.
Yeah, I don't think I could face.
I can't even breathe.
It was like a little toddler sobbing. I just lost my favorite toy.
Steve, you're one of the people that haven't seen the movie yet.
I have not seen the movie.
So he's one of the people who just doesn't care. But you've seen all of the others, and you've probably heard about it you've probably heard everyone's version of this movie. So now it'll just suck if you go see it, right? You'll be like, this isn't what...
I don't even need to watch it now. I'm good.
You already know what's gonna happen.
No, you
got
need to
this.
watch it. You need to watch it.
Seriously.
I got
You
this.
need to watch it in 3D and regular. It's a must. You have to.
Now, have you seen all the other Star Wars movies before this one?
Yes.
One of the rare young females who's actually seen all the Star Wars. So, please teach your kind to do the same, and they'll
I'm
understand our
trying.
kind better.
I'm trying.
You'll get all of our inside jokes much more.
Yeah, all the Yoda impressions are way funnier if you
Yeah, if you know what
Way funnier.
Are you trying to entice kids to get into your band? No, I'm doing Yoda.
And then the white girls were like, Yoda? I love Yoda!
And then you start talking backwards, and you're like, "Are you having a stroke?" No, it's Yoda.
Oh, wow. Oh, sad.
Oh man. Well, the movie, plot-wise, is consistent with the whole Lucas theory of there's a circle that repeats, but every time it repeats, it's got a twist.
What a twist!
So, if you love the first Star Wars movie as a kid, you're gonna love this one because you can lay it over and see the circles lining up, although there's a lot of new fuzzy things on the
So it's
edges.
concentric.
Yes, I guess, if you want to be literal. But
He used a big word we didn't understand, so we beat him with sticks.
yeah. And Finn's a great character.
I liked Finn.
Who's-
Sometimes I'm like, what the are you doing? What are you doing? And
yeah,
then, but I understand where he was coming from.
either he is Lando Calrissian's son, or he's the new Lando Calrissian prototype. Because he did the same thing. Like, sorry, peace out, I gotta go and save my own hide. But then he turned around and came back to help save the day because he just wasn't
Wanted
really
the girl.
that guy.
Let's be real. He wanted the girl.
He did. Well, who could blame him? But
She is a babe.
he has no idea what he's getting into because dating a female Jedi is a pain in the ass.
You know from experience, right?
They can force choke you when you don't do the dishes.
You ain't gonna make it.
And if they ever want anything from you and you're like, no, I don't think we can do that. You want to take me to the ballet. Let's go to the ballet.
You want to go to Jared.
No! No! Oh, man. New Star Wars movie, The Force Awakens. It's still in theaters. It's probably going to be in theaters till the new one comes out. I'm guessing.
Until Deadpool. But
Until
then you gotta
Deadpool.
see Deadpool. But Star Wars is a must.
Yes, and go see it in 3D and IMAX, and you gotta see it twice. Just go see it 2 times.
You can't watch it just once.
No.
It's like having a bowl of cereal. Once
there
you
you
had
go.
one, it's an endless cycle. You have to watch it again.
So there you go. Now you know we didn't pre-see Star Wars because we're not that cool.
I am.
Well, we're not that cool.
Oh. Oh.
But we'll see you next time. Bye. Wave bye. TV party tonight.
It's time for TV shenanigans.
TV. Hey, finally. You had to wait till it got a little cold and we get some real TV. Right? Huh?
Exactly.
All right, so what's back on TV after how many years?
X-Files, 20 years?
20 years.
Has it been that long?
20 years, I want to believe, is back. Fox and Mulder. No, wait. Scully and Mulder.
Scully and Mulder.
His name's Fox Mulder, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't stupid. I do watch the show. I just have, a bad brain or something.
And it's back!
It's back.
It's back and it's awesome.
It's gotten a lot of criticism, but I like it. It seems
I'm
like
okay
the
with
old
it.
show.
Yeah.
It seems like they just picked up right where they left off, and it's the show.
I'm okay with it.
So,
I'm hoping it gets picked up for reals.
there's six shows. We've seen the first 3.
3.
The first one gets right into the stuff I like, the deep, dark government conspiracy and alien abduction and all of that stuff.
And then they just threw all that out the window and went in a completely different
The
direction.
second one kind of tied to it, but was a little different. The third one was the Monster of the Week show. The one-offs that are
It was
kind of
great, though.
funny or scary.
Really funny.
And
Yeah.
I think
It's good stuff.
the one that's coming on tomorrow night is supposed to be the one-off scary one. But I never really liked the one-off funny ones because I thought it detracted from the seriousness of the government conspiracy part. But this last one was hilarious.
After a whole season of that, though, you kind of need a couple of funny ones to break it up a little bit.
I don't know who this actor was who was the were-human with his New Zealand accent, but he was hilarious.
I like the fact that he had like the Kolchak outfit on. That was a nice little nod to old monster television.
And just all the stuff, like I felt compelled to get a job and and get a mortgage, whatever that is. And it was really funny. It was making fun of where we are in our
I
lives.
just had a primal knowledge of how to put the clothes on. What?
It was great.
What?
Yeah, I do hope it's not just 6 and goodbye. I hope it gets picked up and they start making more.
Yes.
Um,
Bring us more.
yeah,
Bring it.
it's a fun show.
Because the movies just weren't satisfying.
No, our kids need to.
You know?
Well, I like the movies okay.
They were good, but they weren't satisfying as far as having the TV show every week.
No, and
It's not the same.
they tried to make the movies really kind of finish off the series, and it just
And they were
didn't.
crazy serious and very dark.
Yeah.
Those movies were incredibly dark. Like, hey, X-Files was kind of funny too sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
they're-
was all about the dark government conspiracy stuff, which is, I like that, but I like the fun ones too, a little bit.
Gives it a little something.
So So there's another show that comes on now Tuesday nights on Sci-Fi,
Tuesday nights.
The Expanse. Isn't it Tuesday nights? I think it's Tuesday nights.
Yes.
Yeah, I like The Expanse. I think Sci-Fi, they've decided to kind of get away from their goofy stuff, like giant spiders avalanching and Sharknadoes and
Have another kind of serious Battlestar Galactica-y kind of space
it's well written.
space opera.
They're putting some money into special effects and sets. It's not Battlestar Galactica level sets,
And it's not all A-list actors, but there's some serious actors in there too.
but it's a good show. It's got a lot of. I mean, heck, we've watched 7 episodes. We still don't really know what's going on yet.
That show is all over the place. I will say that.
There's a lot of
So many subplots.
plot lines
There's so many
going in
subplots.
different directions that I think are all going to come together.
I need one of those websites that kind of keeps track of everything for you, so you can go in and read through it.
Like Lost.
Exactly. Very, very much like that. Yes. Yes, please. If somebody's doing that, I would appreciate it.
Yeah, well, I'm enjoying it. So in the Expanse, it's a little bit in the future. Humans have colonized Mars well ago. Mars has now gotten their independence from Earth. Mars and Earth don't get along all that great. And there are humans out in the asteroid belt because that's the next place that we're mining resources. Helium, metals, whatever. But water, ice is a big deal to get water,
Oh, yeah.
especially to Mars. And the people now who live in the asteroid belt are going through their version of wanting their independence because they feel like they're being taken advantage of by Earth and Mars, really. and they want to be their own little independent.
Well, sure, they're just the, I guess, working class of space.
They're called belters.
Belters.
And they pretty much are born and raised in low G, so they're a little bit taller and a little ganglier, and they can't handle gravity very well. It's very painful for them.
Their bones are soft.
Yes, which is pretty accurate to what would happen. And then, for just fun, I'm thinking maybe it makes sense down the road. For fun, there's Mormons in space. The Mormon Church has put all of their money into building some giant spaceship that they're just going to go to another star system on blind
like an
faith
ark.
that's where God is leading them to.
Well, sure. They have to go colonize.
Yeah, they have to go
spread the
they have to
word.
go knock on some alien doors and give them the Book of Mormon.
Oh my god.
That's great.
Now, I don't know if that's going to be...
I actually want to see them do that in the series.
I don't know if that's going to be a big part of the plot or if it's just a side thing they stuck it. So far, it feels like a side thing, but I'm thinking it's going to have a big deal. Because there's an unknown group attacking Earth ships and Mars ships, trying to get them to go to war with each other. And the suspicion is it's the Belters' little terrorist group that's in on it. But maybe it's the Mormons. Maybe the Mormons want to leave in a blaze of glory, like drop the mic and start a war and go.
We are leaving, and we are going to leave an impression.
Yeah, who knows?
Scorcher.
But it's a fun show to watch. There's a character who's like Deckard from
Blade Runner,
and you've got the mystery girl that I think she might be dead. It looked like the end of last show. They kind of showed maybe her corpse. I'm not sure yet. But there's a lot of good characters in it. Cass Anvar pops in here, voice from Assassin's Creed, and
there's a lot of characters in this thing.
yeah, there is.
It's a really big production. If you haven't watched it, definitely check it out.
And they're giving you little bits of a character. Like there's just a little 2-minute scene that looks like a throwaway scene, but you know at some point somebody from that scene is going to be a big deal later.
It's like, I really need to pay attention to all those. And again, a website that would kind of collect all this information for us would be great.
Because why just give you a 2-minute scene without it meaning something later? So there was, like 3 episodes ago, the guy sticks his nephew out in space and then just blows his ship up. His nephew's just kind of floating around like, Uncle, don't get...
He'll be all right.
You know he's going to get picked up and it's going to be a big deal. Now he's got a chip on his shoulder, that people from Earth are jerks, which might be true. So, The Expanse, Sci-Fi Channel, Tuesday nights. You got 3 more episodes of The X-Files on Monday nights.
3 more.
And we'll be talking about TV next time.
Lots of new TV to talk about.
We hadn't even talked about the Muppets yet.
We're not even there.
No. Oh, Walking Dead's coming back, so you might want to think about that.
Prepare yourselves.
It'll be all Walking Dead next time. Bye. Event time! Woo! I know,
So much.
we always start off super excited because it gets us jacked up to do this. So
Yeah.
don't be frightened when we make loud
I'm not.
noises. Okay, so why is Ashley on
Not
the couch
bonus.
for event time? Because we have a big event coming up that involves you.
Me?
Yes.
I thought it was Steve.
No. Do you want to lean into the camera and tell them about it? No, go ahead. Stand up. Get your face up in there. Tell them why you're here for event time. Well, now it's just your neck. There you are.
Where did she go?
Sorry, guys.
You got to lean in like this. Look, Ashley's going to tell you something very important about her nose. All right. So why are you here? What's up?
Oh, well. Once upon a time, I made a bet with Robin.
A bet. We don't
Yes.
gamble.
Oh, no. I thought my Tar Heels were going to win a game against Clemson. And they didn't. So now I have to clean the comic book shop.
But not just clean the comic book shop.
Drum roll. In a French maid costume.
Woo!
Yeah.
Best bet ever! If you did not want to see me in a French maid costume cleaning the store,
That would be funny, actually. I would actually pay extra for that.
how much? I mean, I have a price.
Well,
So,
probably can't afford it.
we have a, what's it called, Steve?
It's gonna be called Ashley's Clean Sweep Costume.
Are you going to say that again without choking?
I have a cold. Leave me alone. Ashley's Clean Sweep Costume Sale.
You want to be
Ashley's
there?
Queen Sweep. God, say that 10 times really fast.
Or
I couldn't even
5.
say it the first time.
Ashley's Clean
Clean
Sweep
comic sale.
Costume Sale.
Oh, costume sale.
Yes, so it's coming up Saturday, February 13th?
February 13th.
February 13th. So that's next Saturday.
So you have some time to prepare, get some money.
Yes.
Because you're going to need money, because you want to buy awesome comics here. at
Everything in
X-Con
the store will be on
Comics.
sale.
Everything will be on sale, but whatever section Ashley happens to be cleaning in at the time will be extra on sale. So you may want to walk around the store and go, "Excuse me, it looks a little dirty over here."
If you make it dirty on purpose, though,
She'll beat you up in a French maid costume, and we'll videotape it and ridicule you.
mwahaha.
and you'll
It'll be
be on Nerd
priceless.
Bar Live getting beaten
Hey.
by Ashley in a French maid. Wow, I could pay for that. See, we can work something out.
Yeah.
We do a pay-per-view with that?
So, if you want to see Ashley in a French maid costume cleaning the comic book store, or if you want to just get great comic stuff at a good price, or both, next Saturday we'll see you here at X-Con Comics. Where is it, Steve?
807 Main Street, downtown Myrtle Beach.
What time does the sale start?
The sale starts at 12.
12, high noon.
Be there, be square.
And if she's not there, we'll give you her phone number.
And also on the same day, if you're interested in volunteering for XCon, we're going to be having our first volunteer meeting.
X-Con? What is this X-Con I keep hearing about?
XCon, the only best convention in the Southeast.
It is pretty awesome.
It is pretty awesome. It is South Carolina's biggest. It has grown. It's year 9.
9 years.
It's already 9 already?
years. 9 years. It's almost as old as you are.
Yeah.
That's not true because we wouldn't have a 10-year-old in a French maid costume cleaning the store.
Yeah, my mom
That would
wouldn't
be
allow
awkward.
No.
It. Just a little.
So, yeah, year 9. Last year, a little over 7,000 people came to the show. Who knows what's going to be here for
This
year
year even
9?
bigger.
But you're going to have to stay tuned for all kinds of crazy guest announcements.
So
and
many
things like that.
announcements.
Should we tell them the one big thing already?
You should totally tell them.
All right, we're working on it now. It's happening. We're going to have maybe the world's biggest, definitely the East Coast biggest, probably the nation's biggest costume contest. Now, when I say biggest, I don't mean it might have thousands of people entering the costume contest. I mean biggest as far as money.
Okay, I'm listening.
We're going to have over $10,000 in cash and prizes for at least 11 different categories of
Okay.
prizes for people who come in costume and
Cash
enter the
and
contest.
prizes.
Now, this
Cash
isn't going to
and
be the
prizes.
costume contest you're used to where you just get on stage and everybody goes, yay, and we pick a winner. This is going to be judged. We have legit celebrity judges.
Okay, so you're saying it's going to be legit.
Real celebrity judges are going to look at your costumes, and then we will not... Steve and I won't know who the winners are until we open the envelope, just like the Miss America pageant, although I'm not going to pull a Steve
We
Harvey.
might not even know then. We can't read.
We
So
may
you
have
can't-
Steve Harvey announcing the winners. I don't know. He might do it just for fun.
The winner is Steve. No, I meant Robin.
Yeah.
Sorry, Steve.
It's on the card. It's on the card.
I swear.
I read it wrong off the teleprompter.
He owned it, man. Steve Harvey owned that mistake.
He really did.
Because-
That was pretty funny.
Anyway, over $10,000 in cash and prizes. The biggest cosplay contest I could find was at a Wizard's World, and they had $5,000 in cash and prizes.
Still not bad though.
So we've doubled it. We've upped the game. You hear that, Wizards? We've doubled it.
It's time. It's time to start making those costumes.
It's time to start rewarding
It's
these
time to
people
bring out your best cosplays.
who put a lot of money and time and effort into building these costumes. to get a gift certificate to Sonic?
It's an art form.
I don't think so. They deserve
It's an
the
art
kind of
form,
rewards
and
that
it
we're gonna
needs
give
to
them.
be properly enjoyed, and it needs to be properly rewarded. I think.
Because
And-
you guys spend a lot of time putting your costumes together, and they're really awesome. We want to make sure that we appreciate you, and by that, we're having an awesome 10,000.
At least $10,000 in cash and prizes. And don't think, well, my costume's not good enough, I shouldn't enter. Enter! You don't know. We got lots of places to give away and lots of categories. So you can't win it if you're not in it. So you should get up on in it. Now, are you already masterminding a costume?
I have some ideas. It's a secret. Only they know.
It's a secret.
So
And look,
you guys gotta come to find out what I'm gonna wear.
you
to
can enter
XCon.
if you're a volunteer at XCon, because Steve and I aren't judging. We won't know who the winners are. We have celebrity judges, so everybody can enter. I can enter. I won't, because you guys will all yell and scream and throw tomatoes. But plus I don't have a good costume. But
You don't know that.
right, but you can volunteer for XCon and enter the costume contest, the cosplay contest. So get down here Saturday, February 13th for Ashley's Queen Sweep costume sale. Sign up to be a volunteer at XCon and learn more about the costume contest.
You might as well, since you already know you're gonna be here. Why not just discover all the wonders XCon 9 holds?
Tickets are already on sale online. Get them now while they're still cheap, because the price goes up. If you know anything about XCon, we always have to raise the price as we get close to the date, because we got bills to pay, y'all.
For real.
Right? Steve, any other thing you want to throw into that?
No, I think we covered it all pretty well.
We will have more announcements about celebrity guests and other contests and games and stuff. Every year we try to make XCon different. Year 9 is going to be just the same. It's going to have new stuff. It's going to be different. We'll talk to you next time.
Bigger and better.
Bigger and better. All right, go tell them one more time. Get into there. Tell them. Saturday, what time?
Saturday, February 13th. What time?
Noon.
Noon!
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's the time of the year. Another XCon is almost here. Grab your money and log in now. Dr. Puck, we're gonna show you how. Just go to xconworld.com. You already know it's the bomb. Comic, toys, games, and fun. Movie stars, anime, I'm not dumb. Party concerts and hanging with me. As always, kids under 12 are free. You better get your ticks fast and save some cash. Oh, yeah.
Magic people, voodoo people.